Like, what would you explain for the story of last year? Like, what was 2020 like? Because this looked from the outside like, again, I don't know what was going on, but it looked like one of your worst splits individually. As a team, the team obviously kind of collapsed in on itself. That's why everyone got replaced, basically. Like, give me some thoughts on this year.
I think Spring Split was actually really good. I think I actually was playing really well. And I don't know. That year was like, Spring Split was fine. I just think, honestly, we just weren't really there as a team. I also think people were underperforming individually for like, in contrast to how well like they probably should be doing. But Summer Split was like it's kind of started leading into Summer Split. It was just a whole mess. And I don't really think I played particularly well. I also don't think I played particularly bad. I think I was performing like really well in scrims and trying being one of the people that tried. I think it was just like kind of collapsed at that point. And leading into the split, they did some weird stuff where it's like now they have their own view of however they wanna do things, and they were like, okay, we're gonna do this 10-man roster thing again. And it was kind of similar to the Aquafox situation, except for that we also could scrim other teams than just scrimming internally. So what ended up happening is just people did their like I think we scrimmed 4 days. Like it's like 3 weeks before LCS started or something, and there was like first 4 days of scrims, but it was like people play 2 games and 2 games or something like that. So it's like shared time. And then initially it was meant to only be for that week. Then that goes on for the next week too, where everybody is just swapping in and out. So it's basically just a whole new team all the time. So I did that for the first 2 weeks of our summer startup. And then by the end of that second week, they decided who was going to play, which ended up being the team you saw in the first week, which means that we had 4 days of practice before we started playing in LCS again. And we had a lot of issues around that time too, just with like, I don't really want to go into detail because I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but there was just a lot of fucking issues about how people were playing and what the hell they were doing and all that kind of shit, which was basically just a big waste of time in the end for everyone. So it was basically just like that, and then we got thrown into LCS, and then it's kind of like, okay, I mean, you can pick a control mate and just fucking farm and then say you don't give a shit, you know? Or you can actually like, okay, let's just do some fucking shit and hope it works. Which was kind of my mindset about it, because I think just picking something random and just being like, okay, shit, we're just gonna farm and then nothing happens and we're just gonna lose. It's just gonna, I mean, we may as well not play at that point, which is kind of how it ended up being, and then they started changing stuff.